Order in this homosexual court. It's the Honorable Judge Barbie.
And the Honorable Judge Barbie. The disputes are real, the decisions are final, and the judges are Barbies. This is Gay Court.
Wow.
Wow. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to Gay Court, the comedy podcast where we debate all things LGBTQ plus and Barbie.
Gay rights.
Gay rights!
So this week we are bringing forward the summer blockbuster into the gay courtroom. Because why? Because we're all Barbie and Barbie is everything. So this week we will be diving in, debating, discussing Greta Gerwig's masterpiece, the cinematic masterpiece, Barbie. And at the end, in honor of Barbie, in honor of Oppenheimer versus Barbie, we're going to talk about our favorite Barbie, Ms. Nicki Minaj.
Big boobs.
Big boobs? What? Child. Anyway, so.
And some of her best feuds.
You bitches can't spell Prague.
I don't even know what feud that's from, to be honest.
It's just her feud with the world.
With the world, great. No, we're going to be discussing Nicki versus Mariah on American Idol. Nicki versus Miley. Miley, what's good? At the 2015 VMAs. And Nicki Minaj versus Stormy Webster, the 6-month-old baby from Kylie Jenner and Travis Scott during the 2018 VMAs. Because Nicki Minaj loves a feud.
Ryan Murphy, the next season of Feud, just Nicki Minaj.
Yes. Just Nicki Minaj.
Yes. Just Nicki Minaj.
Quite frankly, as a Barb, never come for the queen. Just don't come for the queen. And that is going to be the moral of the story.
Pull up in the monster automobile gangster with a bad bitch that came from Sri Lanka. But yeah, before we begin the cross-examination, we want all y'all to be part of the debate, since we want you all to do your civic booty and be a fucking Barbie and be part of this queer Barbie courtroom. Send us your emails at gaycourtpodcast@gmail.com. Send us your queer conundrums, embarrassing dating stories, your gay crimes, and anything Barbie. Because you know why? We're all Barbie, and Barbie is Barbie, and Barbie is Barb, and Nicki Minaj is Barb.
Not only am I a Barb, but I'm also a Barbie. I contain multitudes.
Wow.
Wow. And if you don't know what to write, be sure to follow us on social at Gaycore Podcast. We'll be posting prompts, memes, anything we want. Ryan was at a drag show last night and posted about that on Gay Court.
And I tagged Skywalker.
We love Skywalker. Skywalker performs at the Spot. I don't know if she performs anywhere else, but that's where we've seen her and that's where we love her.
Skywalker. My favorite thing she says during all her drag shows is, the more you drink, the more my voice makes sense with my body.
Incredible work, Miss Skywalker. Incredible work. Do you have any other updates since we last recorded?
We were busy being gay.
Yes. I was busy ordering Era's tickets because Taylor opened up a new show and I got the tickets. So I'm ready to fucking go.
And I was busy getting punched in the head.
Oh, yes. Would you like to share with the group how you got punched in the head?
I was walking home from the gym and some crazy man who tried to rob me punched me in the head.
And did he steal any money?
No. I said, "What the fuck you doing?" And he ran away. So, my
mask
straight voice.
So mask for mask.
My straight voice came out of nowhere and saved my life.
Slay. There was also a friendly bystander, right?
Oh, a very hot man who helped me. Oh yeah. I wish I got his name or his number
or his Instagram
or his
grinder.
Maybe.
Maybe. Would have made getting punched in the head worth
it. Maybe. That would be a very interesting meet cute. Very on brand for my chaotic life for that to be a meet cute. But another thing that has happened is I got a reperm.
Slay.
She's a little bestie right now because I just came back from the gym and ran like 3 miles. So
humble brag, just whatever. But if that guy is listening, feel free to email us at gaycorepodcast to get in touch.
I put it on what's that called? What's
missing connections on Craigslist?
Yeah, misconnect. Yeah.
You saved me from being punched in the head.
To the man who helped me on Sunday. It was last Sunday. on July 16th, 2023, on 11th Ave and 44th Street, who watched me get punched at noon and helped me. Thank you. What is your number?
Listen, he might respond. He might
Maybe,
respond.
maybe,
He
maybe.
is enough.
We are all enough?
We all say true.
That's a reference to the Barbie movie if you haven't seen it.
Should we just go into the Barbie movie now?
I think it's time to dive into Gays on the Case.
Boop, boop, boop. Wait, no, it's boop, 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 boop.
Yeah, it is, but we're rusty.
Gays on the Case, where we cross-examine the same theme or topic. This week, we're discussing Greta Gerwig's masterpiece, the pièce de résistance, known as Barbie. There will be a lot of movie spoilers in this conversation, and if you haven't seen it, why the fuck are you listening?
Maybe they just want the like Spark Notes version in case they're too scared to watch it on their own.
Still, why are you listening if you want to hear? We're gay. We talk about anything we want, so you're gonna hear spoilers. So
Yeah,
just
you're
deal
gonna
with
hear
it.
spoilers. All right.
Just deal with it. Or yeah, I guess if you want to, you can fast forward to this time. I don't know what time it's going to be.
No,
to
you're
listen
not fast
to...
forwarding. Go watch the Barbie movie. Come back, watch the complete episode of Gay Court, so we get pumped in the algorithm. I don't care. You're not fast forwarding. We're not going to tell you any secrets here. Well, I'll start actually because I have something before the movie even premiered. The marketing beforehand. It was crazy.
I know. They built a whole Barbie dream house in Malibu.
They built a Barbie dream house. They had a Cold Stone thing. They had Crocs. They had everything. Like literally everything. And I'm like, what was the budget? Who was in charge? How do I get on that team? What's going on?
I went after me and Jackie saw Barbie, we went to Pinkberry and they had like a Barbie special flavor. What
was the flavor?
It was so good. It was like what was it? It was like a dragon fruit strawberry.
Ooh. The one at Cold Stone was like cotton candy with like white chocolate chips or something crazy like that. And I was like, I don't want that, but I do want it because it's pink.
The Pinkberry one was so good. It was like very refreshing. It was really nice. Delicious.
I'll stop by a Pinkberry then. I did try to get into the Airbnb dream house. I had it marked on my calendar. I was sitting in a conference room, like waiting for the thing to open, and it was immediately gone, and I didn't like that. So that was
Is that dream house just gonna exist for the rest of time?
I don't know. And like it was only open for like 2 guests. And I was like, why would you do all of that for 2 people? Like let me go too. It just doesn't make sense.
I am repping Barbie today. With my
the Target collection.
A Target collection. So when I saw it on the Target app, it looked more velour. And I was like, ooh, slay. But when I got it, it was giving towel.
And yet, you still be wearing it and you still be getting compliments in the streets of New York.
Yes, after the Barbie movie, I was passing by a couple gays and they're like, hey, Barbie. And I was like, hey, Barbie.
I do love that Hey Barbie is like the new yes chef or whatever we want to say.
But what is a gay greeting? Sup fag? Just kidding.
No, it's hi Barbie. It's hi Barbie now.
No, what was it previously? Hi gay.
Hi gay. Happy Pride Month.
Hi gay. It was hi gay.
Hi gay, yes, hi gay. Megan.
Now that's hi Barbie.
Hi Barbie. Slay. But yeah, I just wanted to mention that before we dove into the actual movie. I was like very impressed with the marketing efforts. Could not avoid it.
Why weren't you on the team?
I don't work at Warner Brothers.
Why don't you?
That's a great question.
If you were on the team for the marketing team of Barbie, what brand deal would you have done?
Oh, that's a great question. I feel like I would have been deeply involved in the Crocs deal because Crocs are very fun. But
how would you?
If I had any choice of like what I could do, magic wand, it would be with Universal. We would be building Barbie Land. There would be roller coasters. There would be rides. There would be treats. There would be fun snacks. We would just get rid of Nintendo World or whatever the fuck that shit is, and it would just be Barbie Land. I need like a 4-year runway on this, but like I could do it. I could make it happen. I could plan and design a theme park.
But how would you attract the gays?
It's pink. What else do you need? It's pink and Instagrammable. You don't even need to post about it. Like people would just find out. Word of
That's
mouth would
true.
be through the roof. Like, done.
Facts. I mean, somehow they attracted the gays. They just saw Barbie. Barbie was everywhere. The gays went wild.
They heard that what it was Greta Gerwig used like the majority of the world's pink paint, and the gays were like, "Yep, we ride, we ride for this.
We ride it, Dawn."
Yeah.
All right. So should we get into the movie?
Yes, let's get into the movie.
Okay, start.
Yes, you saw it.
Gynecologist.
Gynecologist. What a place to start. The end.
No, I did. I saw it on Thursday, so
Yeah.
it officially came out Friday. But then I don't know why there are some things on Thursday.
They do it Thursday nights.
I don't know, but I was able to go for like $13. It was great.
Damn.
Yeah. I'm seeing Oppenheimer tonight too.
I personally will not be seeing Oppenheimer. I don't think it just seems too scary, too boring, too not pink for me. Too much bomb. I'm just like, I can't be into that.
I'm going with Miss Christine and Miss Patricia today.
Love Christine, love Patricia.
The Christopher Nolan girls. So
yes.
But gynecologist. What? I did not expect her to say that at the end. I would low-key was not fully there, if you get what I mean.
Yeah.
So when she said that, I giggled and I turned it to Jackie and I was like, what the fuck?
As the movie ends and cuts to the credits, you're like, what the fuck? And it then immediately cuts to our girl, Miss Nicki Minaj.
This one is for the boys with the movement system. Top down AC with the movement system.
Yeah, well, her song with Ice Spice, but sure.
I know, but that was the first Nicki Minaj song that popped in my head.
No, I think that was probably like one of the best ending lines of a movie I think I've ever heard. Like, it was just like,
I'm here for the gynecologist.
Perfectly done. Like, wrapped it up in a bow and I was like, yep, I understand the movie. Wow.
Did it take you by surprise? I remember yesterday I was like, she said something at the end that will like take you by surprise, and I want to know your reaction. What was your reaction?
So I was personally, because like that end scene comes right after the moment where Ruth is like, you can become a person and like, let me show you what it means to be a human. And they show all of those clips of being human. And like, I was like crying at that. So it was like a real like whirlwind of emotions for me because I like went from like bawling in my seat to being like, she's going to the gynecologist. Slay. So it was a lot for me, but I was taken aback by the like whiplash of emotions that I was experiencing.
Yes. I guess we could discuss how existential this fucking movie was.
I mean, I don't really know anything about existentialism. Ecstasy. I don't know anything about ecstasy.
Oh my god.
No, existentialism?
Yeah.
Existentialism? I can't even say it.
Existentialism.
You bitches can't even spell Prague. But yeah, wow.
But being not fully there, I kind of left the movie being like, so what is my worth? What is my purpose? What am I doing in this world?
Absolutely.
And it was just so funny because you just see people going to the Barbie movie like, yay! And everyone coming out was just like, the fuck?
So me and my friends recorded like this is me before the Barbie movie and this is me after the Barbie movie, and it was literally like the most unhinged video I've ever seen. I will send it to you.
Please.
It was like kind of crazy. Let me send it to you right now because it's kind of funny. Okay, I think the video just delivered to you.
I know, I'm watching it now.
Hi, I'm homosexual Barbie, and this is me before the Barbie movie. Hey guys, I'm homosexual Barbie. Here we are, here we be. That was a great movie. Go see it.
The divas were down. The divas were down bad.
It was so funny. Everyone's eyes, you could tell everyone was just finished crying.
Oh, who knew the Barbie movie would be such a tearjerker? We all knew. Yeah, but there was one line that Barbie was like, I think it was something like, I don't know if I want to be Barbie anymore, or I don't feel like Barbie anymore.
Yeah, I don't feel like Barbie anymore.
I was like, girl, like, I thought this was just gonna be like a fun Mattel movie, like, you know how like the cartoon animated versions of Barbie are
yeah.
fun and kind of goofy.
Yeah.
I was kind of like expecting a little bit of that. I knew it was like
I think
Greta Gerwig.
everyone
and, like,
was.
I thought Greta was gonna like, of course, like have her, you know, her touch to it, her twist to it. But again, like you said, very existential. Use the word correctly.
Mm. Mm. It was very like thought-provoking, which was surprising because it was funny because a lot of the girlies who are doing Barbenheimer were like, we'll do Oppenheimer first. So you see things go boom and kind of be sad, and then go to Barbie because it'll be happy. And I've been telling all the girlies now, like, no, 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 no. You go to
Yeah, I
Barbie
do think
first to go have that existential crisis. Then you watch things go boom.
But don't you think the things going boom would also be like kind of existential of just like, yikes, man, we do live in
No,
a
that's just
society.
that's just history. History's just history.
History is history. Here we are.
Um, no, incredibly existential, incredibly thought-provoking, which was a lot for my brain, who wasn't really there. But I did get a really good strawberry or watermelon margarita.
Oh, congratulations. I'm happy to
Thank
hear
you.
that.
Thank you. Um, what do you want to discuss next?
Perhaps less existential, but the soundtrack.
Mm.
Fantastic. Had the stars, had the pop girlies, had the moments, had the sad moments with Billie Eilish, had the great car chase scene with Charlie XCX, had the great opening sequence with Lizzo, and then Lizzo like changing the lyrics to be like, Barbie, you good? Was incredible. Fantastic work by all of the musicians. Who did the music? Mark Ronson?
I think so.
I don't know how he got all of those pop girlies on the soundtrack, but he deserves some type of Oscar award.
I feel like all he had to do was be like, it's the Barbie movie.
Fair. That's true.
The gays and girls are gonna go wild for it. Do you want to be part of it? And of course, all the gay allies are like, fuck yeah.
Absolutely. Now, should he have tried to get Gaga? Perhaps. Should there have been a Trixie Mattel moment on the soundtrack? Yes. Should there have been a Trixie Mattel moment in the movie? Also, yes. A lot of things should have included Trixie Mattel. In this essay, I will fight for Miss Trixie Mattel.
She was opening, so there's that.
Well, she shouldn't just be in the marketing. She should be a star. She's a star. I won't get over it, but I'll say I'll get over it one day. Get over it. Trixie deserved to be in that movie. Yeah. Diva down.
Diva down. You know who else is Diva down?
Who?
Depressed Barbie. The one that binged Pride and Prejudice 6 times and scrolled Instagram for 4 hours. Literally.
It was for 7 hours.
Or for 7 hours.
She was down bad.
It was so funny because I was with Jackie. Pride and Prejudice is her favorite movie. And then like she like does like long Instagram scrolls, like looking at like the people who just got married and stuff.
She was targeted.
Until literally whenever they kept going, I kept looking at her and I was like, bitch, this is you. She's like, what the fuck? Why are they fucking reading me right now?
It was quite good. And then there was like another part later on in the movie where like one of the Barbies woke up from the Ken brainwashing or whatever, and she was like, I felt like I was just watching like Zack Snyder's DC universe. Yeah. I was like, oh my god, Greta, that's wow. Like she was really bringing in the real world moments in like a seamless way. It was just incredible.
I will say the funny part was because some like girlfriends brought their like boyfriends, right?
Yeah.
When they said that line, all the men died laughing.
Incredible. But speaking though of the like experience at the theater, it was so rewarding to see so many people wearing pink all at the same time.
Yes.
And I'm like, we all need to color coordinate our outfits more often because this is great. We just need to have fun.
I went out with the gays last night, and then like after Drag Race and stuff, like you're walking around Hell's Kitchen and you knew which bitches were just coming back from the Barbie movie because they were all in pink and they all look sad.
Damn, hate to see it.
Oh my god, America Ferrera's women empowerment speech. Also, Jackie was like, bitch, this shit's so real. Because like the line that I think got her was where it's like, you have to be their mom, but you want to be their, was it they want you to be their mom, but you can't mother them?
Yes. The like idiosyncrasy. That's
yeah. the what's that called? Where it's like
An oxymoron?
the
No.
the clashing sides of being a woman,
Yes.
trying to stay in between the two extremes.
What is the word for that?
I don't know. There is a word.
It's on the tip of my tongue. Contradictory.
Ah, yes.
Yes.
The contradictory
Contradictions within existence as a human being, as a woman.
as a woman, human being.
Yes. Yes. But like on top of that too, like I feel like all of the actors did like a really good job. And it wasn't just like this is a movie about Barbie. It was like
Yeah.
Alan had a very specific role. Weird Barbie had a very specific role. Sasha had a very specific role. That was the daughter's name, right? America Ferrera's character had a very specific role, and it was just like very well done that it was like everybody worked together to resolve the crisis. But I will say the standout was Ryan Gosling for me.
Oh my
I
god.
didn't expect him to be like performing musical numbers like
Me
that.
too.
And
I
he
also-
was like fantastic. I was like, Oscar buzz is starting.
I also did not expect Incel Ken.
Who was in Cell Ken?
Basically Ken, the entire
Oh,
movie.
yes. I thought you meant like a specific one was in Cell Ken. I was like, damn, which one?
No,
Also, Simu Liu, when he was going to war with like the ribbon, I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
incredible work.
when the fight and like the stars, and then they started doing a dance routine.
Yes, it was just well done. It was perfect. It was perfect.
Like I said, at no moment at this movie did I know what the next thing would be.
Right.
And each single time I was surprised.
Yes, absolutely.
Issa Rae saying motherfucker.
I was always going with the Mattel logo over her mouth. I also like love that Mattel was very self-aware and like approved them doing those types of things where it was like Mattel is an evil corporation and
Yeah.
Mattel is like the logo that blurs out the swears or whatever, but so good. A brand
Motherfucker.
should act.
That just oh my god. The destruction of the Kenarchy.
Mhm.
Kentriarchy. Kentriarchy?
The Kendom.
The Kendom.
Mhm.
Mhm.
I love that it was just like saloon based as well. They're like, we're changing the Barbie dream house to be a saloon. Like,
Because horses.
horses. Damn.
The destruction where like they like played with the men's emotions when they're all playing guitars.
Yeah.
That killed me.
I was also like half expecting like an atom bomb to go off. I was like, if they're really gonna go to war, let's take on Oppenheimer.
I mean, the atom bomb turned into a dance routine.
Yeah. I can't imagine like going to Oppenheimer at the same time as like Barbie being open and like seeing so many people dressed in pink and being goofy and like whatever. And then everybody just comes out of the movie theater sad. No matter what movie you see, you're gonna be sad.
Imagine you like leave Oppenheimer like happy.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I haven't
Maybe.
seen it.
I don't know how it ends. Well, I kind of do, but
I mean, I would assume that it ends with
things go
a
boom.
Yeah. Cut to black. Any other final thoughts on Barbie?
Two thoughts. One, since Barbie has infinite possibilities, what Barbie would you be and why?
That is great. I feel like I didn't like really fully plan my outfit. I was just like, I'm homosexual Barbie because I'm the only gay male here. And so like that's what I fell back on. But if I was to choose one of the Barbies, I personally really enjoyed when they were on the snowmobile coming from Barbie Land to Venice Beach. And they had like those white fluffy boots on. I thought that was like a really slay look. And I was like, I feel like that would be the one for me.
In the middle of summer.
Yes, in the middle of summer. Also, side note, I saw the movie in Century City. And in the movie, they're like, oh, Ken's like, Century City has life figured out. And I was like, this is like too much to be like in the location that they are like talking about and like referencing and like unpacking there. And it was like very niche experience. But I was like, anytime they said Century City, people cheered. I was like, this is great. Love it. Which Barbie would you be?
Niche experience.
It is very niche experience.
I would be let's see. I'm like Barry's Barbie. Just kidding. Broadway Barbie.
Broadway Barbie. Okay. Have they done a Broadway Barbie before?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, well, they should. She
Okay.
could be Alphaba.
Maybe. She's more like Glinda.
Into the unknown.
Hey everyone, it's Editing Jacob. I don't know why I decided to sing Frozen when we were talking about Wicked. So, like, just ignore that part. Now back to Gay Court.
My last question is, will there be a sequel?
I don't know. Personally, I would love to see it be like an anthology series where like a different director puts on a different take on the same doll, the same Barbie cinematic universe. And it's like completely different cast, completely different soundtrack, completely different vibe. But I don't think that they'll do that. I feel
Christopher
like
Nolan's Barbie.
Christopher Nolan's Barbie, starring Trixie Mattel. I don't think that'll happen personally because Mattel has announced that they're doing so many different other movies. Like they're doing like a Hot Wheels movie, a Magic 8-Ball movie, and like all of these other toys are coming to life. So I think it'll be a while before we see Barbie on screen again. But then again, it did make a lot of money, so maybe they'll be incentivized to put on another one. What do you think?
Just like corporations.
Just like corporations be doing. They'd be like, ooh, we can merchandise, we can license.
Like they said in the movie.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, I love how that giant box in the movie that they've tried to put Margot Robbie in is the same box they put in all the movie theaters.
It is. It is absolutely the same box. Okay, also, Margot Robbie. When Margot Robbie was like, I don't feel pretty anymore, and then Helen Mirren just cuts in, and it's like, yeah, just so you know, like you shouldn't have cast Margot Robbie if you want to really get that point across. I was like, damn. Self-aware, iconic, we understand it, breaking the fourth wall, beautiful.
That made the theater like giggle because it was just it was such like a very like serious moment, and then it was just like, yeah, we also know that she's too pretty.
A moment of levity. It's just beautiful, gorgeous, love.
It was just Margot Robbie without makeup, and she's like gorgeous.
Oh, she is very gorgeous.
I still want to know how they filmed the shoes.
Her feet?
Yeah, because
I would assume she was just standing on tiptoe.
Well, I meant more just like because when you take off your slippers, sometimes you're sweaty and it sticks.
Movie magic, Hollywood magic.
We love movie magic.
Yeah.
And to answer the question I asked you that you asked me back that I did not answer, they might. I said it'd either be Barbie 2, where they Barbie in the real world, or maybe just called Ken, and then it's Ken fighting his self.
Yeah. Ken going into the real world to find Barbie because she's out in the real world now.
Yeah. Do you have anything else you want to talk about?
No, I think we've covered it. With Helen Mirren, I think we've done it.
So is Barbie slay? Is Barbie gay? Is Barbie party all the way?
Barbie is very slay. Barbie is very incredible. She is an icon. She is the moment. And we have to stand her for life. I'll probably see the movie at least one more time in theaters. And whenever it comes on streaming, a couple more times after that.
Which is shocking because we both don't watch movies.
We do not watch movies. We do not like movies.
We do not watch movies.
We love Barbie. We don't like movies. It's not one and the same.
Barbie.
Any final rulings on your end?
Midge. That's it. And Alan.
Midge.
And Alan.
When Alan was beating those bitches up, I was like, damn, Michael Cera. He was the only ally.
Oh, God. It was just so funny because they were like, yeah, he might be gay. We're not sure. Oh, and the discontinued Kens.
Oh, yeah.
Sugar Daddy Ken and like the one with the earring.
Or when they first went to Venice and they were in like the rollerblading gear and the gays were like, okay.
Yeah.
I was like,
she's like, guys are looking at me. He's like, yeah, guys are looking at me too.
Incredible.
Also, when she's like, I don't have any parts down there, and he was like, I do. Or like when they're very self-aware that it was just a blob. Great. Barbie,
go see it.
The Barbie to Barb pipeline starts now.
The Barbie to Barb pipeline starts right now with Let the Record Show, homos.
Now, this is how, come here, come. This is how bad bitches arrive to London and then go to Prague. Like, you bitches can't even
As we should, as we should. All right, so Let the Record Show is where we discuss iconic pop culture history moments and debate and determine if they belong in the gay court history books. So today, I was feeling inspired by Barbie and thought of the most iconic Barbie, the Barb herself, Nicki Minaj.
Who's that?
Nicki Minaj?
Nicki Minaj.
I know who that is.
Nicki Minaj. So I was also feeling inspired by the Barbie versus Oppenheimer discourse. Obviously, a lot of people say it's Barbie and Oppenheimer, but I was like, I'm going to put these two movies against each other. You know, they're feuding, they're fighting. So I was like, okay, that easily tracks too. Let's discuss Nicki Minaj's best feuds and the context behind them. The three mini cases that we'll discuss in front of the court today include Nicki versus Mariah on American Idol, Nicki versus Miley at the 2015 VMAs, and finally, we'll round it out with Nicki versus Stormy Webster, Kylie Jenner's 6-month-old baby at the time. I think in 2008. 18. So we'll go chronological. Nicki versus Mariah. This happened when they were both on American Idol. And a lot of the research that I did comes from MTV News, who mapped this out.
Thank you, MTV News.
With dates, times. I was there. Okay, so February 2010. Back 13 years ago is when this started. They collaborated a song for Mariah called Up Out My Face, where Nicki dropped a verse on the song, and they both appeared in a music video directed by Nick Cannon. I didn't know that until I read this article. Who knew?
It sounds like you didn't know that till right now.
No, I mean, I read this beforehand. Okay, so then in July of 2012, Mariah Carey was confirmed as one of the show's judges on American Idol. She was replacing Jennifer Lopez. And then in September of 2012, it was announced that Nicki Minaj, as well as Keith Urban, would replace Steven Tyler, as well as Jennifer Lopez. So it would be 4 judges instead of 3. And as soon as Nicki was confirmed, like, I don't know if it was like days later or when it was, but it was rumored that Mariah Carey and Nicki Minaj were not playing nice with each other. But Mariah Carey immediately shot that shit down. And she was like, how are we going to feud in 2 days? A feud takes a little longer to spread out. And boy, did we have more time for that shit to spread out. So according to MTV News, a little longer turned out to be only 2 weeks when the women were videotaped arguing during an audition round in Charlotte, North Carolina. And it made headlines because Nicki Minaj told the room, I told them I'm not fucking putting up with her fucking highness over there. Which, the girls are fighting. Now, Ryan, do you remember any of this unfolding in real time on American Idol?
No.
You don't remember the Nicki Minaj versus Mariah discourse?
No, I don't remember what I did yesterday.
Oh my God. I mean, for me, this was the only reason that American Idol was still relevant.
Well, to me, American Idol stopped being relevant after Kelly Clarkson. Sure.
Season 1?
Yeah.
Season 1, and you're like, cut that shit off. You don't care about Mariah Carey? Or not Mariah Carey. Carrie Underwood?
I care more about Jennifer Hudson than Carrie Underwood.
That's fair. Did Jennifer Hudson win?
No.
Oh.
I think she got like 3rd place.
Yeah, I thought she was like 3rd or like
6th, 5th, something like that.
Yeah. Deserved first. All right. So a day after Nicki Minaj saying I'm not fucking putting up with the highness, Ryan Seacrest, the iconic host of American Idol, said that the words went too far, but that they were nice when they judged later on that day in front of the Idol cameras. But the day after that, after Ryan Seacrest made that statement, Mariah Carey apparently talked to Barbara Walters.
Nicki recently released a song. It's called Hell Yeah. It's about American Idol. And she says, I'm quick to check a bitch if she is out of line. Are you the bitch she's singing about?
Don't know what she's saying. I didn't know she sang. I thought she rapped or whatever. Yeah.
Then Nicki went onto Twitter and said, sarcastically, very sarcastically, there's like different caps or whatever. Hey y'all, let's just say Nicki said something about a gun. People will believe it because she's a black rapper, LMAO. I'll hit up Barbara and milk it. So clearly fighting back at what Mariah Carey did. Then in November of 2012, Nicki went on to her TV special, My Truth, and said that she thinks Mariah Carey did not want another female stealing the show and stealing her spotlight. And then later, a couple days later, she said that they've been fine and so on and so forth. They said that sometimes things get heated for their own reasons. And Mariah Carey said that she didn't think the panels had an issue. But as all things happen, time heals all wounds. And apparently they have resolved their issues with one another. They're professionals. They've talked about it. They've become friends. And yeah, Mariah and Nicki are now besties. Not besties, but they haven't talked about their feud in several years at the very least.
And that's because sometimes people work better when they don't work together.
That is fair. Sometimes you don't need to be in the same room as someone.
Just like us. Just kidding.
I do think it'd be very interesting if we started a feud on this scale where we're just like fighting on Twitter. Cause some fake drama.
For our 3 followers to watch.
Get some buzz going.
It's just funny because the people who do follow us know us, and they just know that we're just probably just playing with each other.
Yes, that's true. All right, so the next one that we have is Nicki versus Miley. So we've talked about lots of live TV performances, including Lady Gaga's 2009 VMAs performance, which I love. However, this one takes place at the 2015 MTV Music Video Awards, which as I was researching this, I was like, damn, a lot of shit happens at the VMAs. Who is producing this? Who is in charge of this? Why haven't we had any like crazy VMA moments in the year since 2018?
COVID.
That'll do it. That'll do it. You're right for that. You're right for that. Okay. So this started in 2015 when Nicki Minaj took to Twitter to voice her frustrations over Anaconda, the iconic music video, not being nominated for Music Video of the Year, despite its like pop cultural impact. You know, Ellen was doing recreations of this. People were like breaking down the dance moves from the video. It was a great video. It had like hundreds of millions of views, and quite frankly, probably should have been nominated for Video of the Year. And so she suggested that Anaconda wasn't skinny white woman focused, and Taylor Swift, whose Bad Blood music video was nominated and then went on to win, was the problem of like why she wasn't nominated herself. And so Nicki Minaj and Taylor Swift patched that stuff up. But Miley Cyrus, who was hosting the 2015 VMAs, chimed in on the debate that Nicki had put forward in an interview with the New York Times Magazine. And she said that Nicki's very legitimate points were not very polite, which of course, when you come into the media like that, like you're just entering a conversation that you don't really need to be a part of, in my opinion, for Miss Cyrus. But I'm sure the reporter was prompting her with questions. So on the night of the awards, Nicki ended up winning the best hip hop video for Anaconda, and had a few choice words for Miley Cyrus. Ryan, do you remember this happening live?
No.
Damn, you really need to like remember these pop culture moments. This is like seared into my mind. I watched this one live and I was like,
I was hit on the head on Sunday.
all of your memories of pop culture have gone out the window.
What's pop culture?
Couldn't hear of that. No, but as I watched this live, it's very similar to like when I watched the 2009 Gaga performance. I was like, this is history. This is history right here, right now. Because after like doing her like thank you speech, Nicki Minaj turned to Miley Cyrus and she goes,
And now, back to this bitch that had a lot to say about me the other day in the press. Miley, what's good?
and so a meme was born of Miley, what's good, being a way to call people out. And then it cuts to Miley and she's like,
Hey, we're all in this industry. We all do interviews and we all know how they manipulate. Nicki, congratulations. And just because the VMAs have already started doesn't mean that the voting is done. You can still vote.
But my favorite part of this meme is Rebel Wilson in the background, who's for some reason like dressed as a cop. And you can just see like Rebel Wilson in the background, like losing her mind at what's happening. And it's truly chef's kiss, like the greatest meme Rebel Wilson has given us. I'm like trying to think of another meme Rebel Wilson has given us.
Isn't there one where she's like, ah?
There's one where she's like sideways running from Pitch Perfect, where she's like laying down and moving her feet, but like I can't think of anything else.
There's one I'm thinking of. As you continue, I'll find one.
Yeah. And so as for the latest on this, it's not really clear if Miley and Nicki have like made up, but in 2019, Miley name-checked Nicki on her song Catitude, which Ryan and I do listen to Catitude from time to time.
Watch the pussy nut as you're fingering your butt.
With the RuPaul. And so she said, I love you, Nicki, but I listen to Cardi. And I guess Nicki responded to Miley on the Queen Radio podcast. And
this is the one I'm thinking of.
Oh, there is another Rebel Wilson meme. Enough. And she's screaming.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But Nicki responded on the Queen Radio podcast. And she said, in the first place, she disrespected me in a magazine article for no reason. A Purdue chicken can talk shit about queens. That's what she did. And that's the feud for you.
What's a Purdue chicken?
I think it's just like a brand of chicken.
Oh, okay.
Like a very like unseasoned piece of chicken. I think she's referencing the
Caucasity.
Yes, the Caucasity, but specifically the VMA's performance, another VMA's performance from Miley Cyrus with the foam finger, where people were memeing how her body looked in the bodysuit, which again, it's never an appropriate time to comment on someone else's body. Just isn't.
True.
And then finally, the most recent convo that we're going to cover today is Nicki versus Stormi. So this happened when Stormi, the child of Travis Scott and Kylie Jenner, was just 6 months old. And so this happened when Travis released his album Astroworld, and it debuted at #1 on the Billboard 200. And then Nicki released her album on August 17th, the Queen album, and it debuted at #2 behind Astroworld, which of course Nicki doesn't want to come in second. She wants to come in first. She deserves to be in first. She is the queen. And so she put out a couple of claims about how because she played her album on her radio show, Spotify delayed the promo for it, and it like ultimately affected the number of streams that she got, and it like affected where she landed on the Billboard 200. So had they not done that, she could have been #1 instead of #2, and it was just a lot of swirl created by drama within the industry. But then she specifically brought Stormi into it because I guess Kylie Jenner had posted on her Instagram or Twitter or something where she has hundreds of millions of followers saying that she was ready to go on tour with Travis. And that, of course, is a huge promotional thing that has hundreds of millions of people seeing it. And somehow that the sales for the merch or the sales for the tour somehow factored into that Hot 200 list, and like helped raise him even further. So she called out Stormi by name. And of course, Twitter was like, why are you beefing with a 6-month-old baby? Because again, that is a 6-month-old baby. Stormi probably couldn't even speak at that time. I actually don't know when babies learn to speak, but I'm assuming not at 6 months old.
I think they start speaking closer to 1 year.
Okay, that makes sense to me. But Nicki, of course, went on to Queen Radio and said, I love Kylie, I love Kim, I love all of them, meaning the Kardashians. And then she acknowledged the internet's comments and jokes about her possible feud with Stormi, the 6-month-old baby. And she said, I know you guys are saying me and Stormi have beef, she said, laughing, as reported by The Fader. Yes, we do. Now, this is what the fuck is happening today. Me against baby Stormi. We have this rivalry now, which is incredible.
Chef's kiss.
Chef's kiss. The chef's kiss that Nicki will assert that she is the queen because she is the queen against anyone. She will face anyone. In terms of the follow-up to this, I think Stormi is like 5 or 6 now. I don't believe Stormi has ever released a comment on this, nor should she, because children don't need to be famous or making statements to the media.
Maybe she will, though, in the future, probably.
She will definitely be famous in the future, I am assuming. But yeah, I haven't seen any comment from baby Stormi, and I don't think Nicki has talked about it since.
Nicki is just doing other things.
Yeah.
Having beef with the rest of the world.
Yes. If Nicki Minaj releases a movie the same weekend as Christopher Nolan, I will be seeing Nicki Minaj's movie. I'd like to put that out there into the world. Put her in Barbie too. Make her Barbie too.
Make her Barbie.
All right. So do these moments belong in the gay court history books?
No. I'm just kidding.
Oh my
What's
God.
the reaction? Yes, and yes.
Slay.
Yes. Slay. Slay.
All right. Well, then that brings us to the saddest part of the show, the end.
I've had it enough.
You've had enough. Save it for the closing statements, sir. All right. So the closing statements is where we offer our final thoughts, comments, concerns, and opinions about this week's episode. Ryan, what would you like to say to the gay court?
I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. Life in plastic. It's fantastic, but I've had enough. I'm an Oppenheimer girly now. Just kidding.
Stay tuned for next week's episode when we discuss the bomb.
Some may say it's atomic.
Some may say it's atomic. My closing statements. I feel like the only thing that's coming to mind is I'm here to see my gynecologist. I don't have a gynecologist, but felt like a right thing to say. All right, so that was the episode. If you enjoyed it, be sure to find us on social at Gay Court Podcast. And then my handle is I got Shubak, IGOTSCHUPBACH. And Ryan's is What's Up? It's Ryan, WAZUPITSRYAN. And remember, if you hear this and you don't follow, that makes you a Ken incel. Do not be a Ken incel, babe. We don't like that.
Yeah. And like we said at the top of the podcast, we're Barbies. So if you want to get in contact with us for any Barbie important discussions, or want to discuss anything Barbie or anything gay or anything in general, send us an email at gaycourtpodcast@gmail.com. Also, give us stars, 5 stars on all podcast platforms because we're Barbie. And if you don't give anything like 5 stars and you give us less than 5 stars, that makes you
a Ken incel.
Ken incel. Yeah.
Not good.
No. So see you next time. Hi, Barbie. Bye, Barbie. Have a fun pink day. Go slay. And you're fucking gay.
Yeah.
Gay Court is a Perfectly Done Toast podcast production.